Yep. Well, who you gonna call? He is him. Leonard Ellaby said it. It's levels to this boxing thing. Frank, they say he's a great athlete, and he might be the best in athletic shape, and his foot movement might be the best of all the people Gervonta Tank Davis went against. But, as you can see, and what you probably already heard, it was not enough. Tank Davis is still him. 14-month layoff due to things he had to do outside of the ring. He said it made him a better person, which is always good. The only thing in L's you take are lessons. So he took it as a lesson. He's grown as a man, he says. He's grown as a family man, as a father, which is great. So let's give it up to Tank. Who you going to call when you got ghosts? You going to call Tank. And Tank showed his power to good old Frank Martin. Frank Martin was talking about he better not mess up or he getting put to sleep. Tank told him the same thing. I'm going to beat you up. And he did. Now, Tank showed, what some might consider ring rust or whatever, or doing what Tank does. And, you got to let the car warm up. You just can't step on the gas as you get out there. You might mess up. Frank was in control for the first 5 rounds. After the 6th, it was no longer like that. Tank was still calculated with his shots. Frank was still, hitting him with the jab. That's why his face was getting a little swollen on Tank. But Tank said, in the second round, I'm going to chill. I'm going to let him tire himself out. Frank stopped moving as much, which Derek James told him, his trainer, you got to stop standing in the corner. Everybody said it. Joe Goosen said, everybody said, he got to stop standing in that corner. And Tank, no matter what he was catching Tank was still pressing him, still coming at him. And he gave him that feint and killed him with the left uppercut. Once Tank saw that Frank ain't counter and he have his guard up, he gave him the night-night. Straight to the jaw. Night-night. That was the only knockdown on this whole entire main event card. And it was the one that counted. Good thing Frank is okay. He was able to give a post speech after the fight. So great, he's okay. He's only 18-1. But he can bounce back from this, you know what I'm saying? Like Tank said, he going to be champion one day, just not on June 15th. And he wasn't. So shout out to Tank Davis and their whole camp. Able to get the job done. Shout out to Tank still, giving his props to Frank Martin, to his whole team, Derek James, Earl Spence. Them two dapped it up, even though, they was doing some yapping back and forth at the final press conference. They was been good friends before this anyway, so they're going to continue that. It's just business. Like they say, Frank was just in the way. So Tank said he's going to get back in the gym, stay fit, and get ready for what's next on his board. Will we get a fight from him before the end of the year? I'm hoping so, but we'll see what that is. Shout out to Tank once again getting that W. And that man is now 30-0 with 28 by way of knockout. Smack like that!